Welcome back to Complete Magic. This is Evan, and today we're going to be talking about Veyran Voice of Duality. So basically, Veyran doubles up all of your triggers when you cast instants or sorceries, including her own Magecraft. So this is a spell slinger deck. But we took a little bit of a twist on it and made a Veyran Wizard Tribal. So let's get on with the top 10, and we're going to see what wizards we packed into this exciting deck. So we're going to kick off our top 10 with number 10, Kaho Manamo Historian. It's a 2/2 that lets you tutor out 3 instants from your deck and exile them. And then you can pay X and tap Kaho to play one of these cards, basically for paying a CMC but in colorless mana. Really great. You can squirrel away some removal or some instant speed card draw for a rainy day. The only reason it's down at number 10 and not higher is because Kaho doesn't have haste, so you gotta wait a minute to play those cards. Number 9, we got Talrand Sky Summoner. It's a 2/2 wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you make a 2/2 flying drake. And with Veyran out, guess what? You make 2 of those drakes. So 2 2/2 flyers every time you cast an instant or sorcery. Yeah, sign me up. Number 8, Demilich. So it costs 4 blue pips to cast this skeleton wizard. And there's a lot of text on this card. Basically, it can cost a little bit less if you've already played an instant or sorcery for the turn. And whenever you attack, one of your cards gets flashback. One of your instants or sorceries in your graveyard gets flashback. And it can come back from the dead. Pretty cool. Number 7, Jace's Archivist. Jace's Archivist has one of the best abilities for a Spellslinger deck, and that's a Windfall ability. A recurable Windfall type ability, which will let you refill your hand after you slang some spells. Just tap 1 blue, tap Jace's Archivist, and you're going to be drawing lots of cards. Number 6, we got Magus of the Future. Magus of the Future lets you play at the top of your library revealed, and lets you play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. So this can give you a lot of card advantage over the game. Lets you keep your cards in your hand for when you actually want to play them. And I found myself getting really happy when I see him pop into my hand. Next up, we got number 5, Adeliz, the Cinder Wind. 2/2 flyer with haste. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, wizards you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. And with Veyran out, guess what? Each of those wizards actually gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So cast a couple spells on your turn, all your wizards are going to be enormous, and you're going to be like, thank you, Adeliz. Thank you. I appreciate it. Number 4, we got Docent of Perfection, the 5/4 flyer. Basically, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 blue human wizard creature token on the battlefield. And if you control 3 or more wizards, you transform Docent of Perfection into its final iteration. A 6/5 flyer. All of your wizards get +2/+1 and flying, and it still has, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, make another wizard. So this card is just insane. It can permanently boost all your wizards and continuously pump out more wizards. I love it. Number 3, Archmage Emeritus. So 2/2 wizard. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. With Veyran out, draw 2 cards every time you cast a spell. That's insane. The only reason he's not higher is because number 2 is Niv-Mizzet Perun. Is a 5/5 flying dragon wizard that can't be countered, and whenever you draw a card, he pings anything for 1 damage, and whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, you draw a card. So this is a little better than Archmage because you still are going to be drawing 2 cards every time you cast an instant or sorcery, but you're also going to be drawing when everybody else plays instants or sorceries, albeit just drawing once for each of those spells. But still, he'll ping things, take out some targets, let you draw a bunch of cards. He's incredible. The only downside is the casting cost. The 3 blue and 3 red can be slightly difficult. And number 1, we have Azami, Lady of Scrolls. A 0/2 human wizard. Says tap and untap wizard you control, draw a card. So this isn't, an ability that can't be used because of summoning sickness. You can do this right away. This is great for those wizards that you don't want to swing with. They're just there for utility right before it's your turn or whenever. Tap your wizards, draw a bunch of cards. This This wizard really is like the glue of the deck, and I'm always excited to see it, and that's why it's our number 1. Now that we've done our top 10, here's a little extra spice, a little extra flavor for the deck that we think you're gonna love. First one is Diviner's Wand. No wizard's complete without their handy wand. I mean, Harry Potter without his wand is just a frail child. So Diviner's Wand has equipped creature, has whenever you draw a card, this creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn, and you can tap 4 colorless and draw a card. Whenever a wizard creature comes into play, you can attach Diviner's Wand to it. So anytime you play a wizard, just give it its wand, and every time you draw a card, it's going to get pumped up and get flying. And it can draw you a card. So this is a handy thing just to have around. Throw a Veyran in, he just automatically gets flying, gets a little stronger, and help you draw cards. Yeah, pretty good. And next up we got Scroll of the Masters. So wizards love knowledge, they love reading scrolls, and this scroll is going to help them out because every time you cast a non-creature spell, you put a lore counter on Scroll of the Masters. And anytime that's an instant or sorcery, you put 2 on there if Veyran's out. And then you tap 3 colorless, tap Scroll of the Masters. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 till end of turn for each lore counter on Scroll of the Masters. So this thing can build up real quick. Just throw it out there, let it sit, play a bunch of spells, and all of a sudden you'll be like, whoa, this has 20 counters on it. Let's pump up Veyran to knock someone out. Can be extremely handy in the end game. Alright, and that's it for our deck tech today. Please comment below if you're actually playing Veyran or interested in playing Veyran Wizard Tribal. And definitely comment if we've missed any cards you think we should have included. If you enjoy our content, please consider liking this video and subscribing. We're going to be bringing you some more good stuff over the next couple months. Alright, take it easy.